Okay, good morning everyone. Today we will discuss a recursion tree. We have already discussed back substitution technique, and today we will discuss recursion tree method. How to solve recursive algorithm using recursion tree method. So let us suppose this is the recurrence relation given. T of n is equal to 2t n by 2 plus some constant c for n greater than 1, and t of n is equal to c for n is equal to 1. So how to solve this recurrence relation using this recursion tree technique is, uh, let us suppose we if we will do c amount of work, we can analysis in this way. If we will do c amount of work on input size t of n, on not input side, on you can say a function t of n, then we are able to break this bigger problem into two small problem, and each one of size n by 2. Means what I'm trying to say, if we will do c amount of work, then we can break this problem t of n into two small problem, and each one of size t n by 2 and t n by 2. Now again at this node, at this level, if we will do again c amount of work, then again we are able to break this problem into two half. So and each one of size, if this is n, if we will do c amount of work, then the input size will be half. Now in this case, if we will do c amount of work, since c is constant, so at everywhere c is constant, so if we will do c amount of work, then we are able to break this problem into two half, and each one of size n by 4 and t n by 4. Similarly, if we will do c amount of work at this node, then we are able to break this problem into two half, and each one of size t n by 4 and t n by 4. Now at this node also, at this node, if we will do c amount of work, then we can able to break this problem into two equal half, and each one of size half of previous size, so t n by 8. Similarly, if we will do c amount of work, uh, t n by 8, and this node t n by 8. Similarly, if you can do c amount of work at this node, so it will break two problem of t n by 8 and t n by 8. Similarly, you can do c amount of work at this node, again it will able to break two problem. Why we are doing c amount of work? You can analysis this recurrence relation as t of n is this much, t of n is this much, means we can correlate, or we can analysis in this way is, if we will do c amount of work on this node t of n, then we can divide this t of n, we can divide t of n into two node of t of n, into two node t n by 2 and t n by 2. That's why it is 2t n by 2. So okay, so at this node this is completed. Now again at this node, if you do c amount of work, then this will continue and keep on, and this all node at some point of time, this will be terminated at t. Now listen, this is n by 2, this is n by 4, this is n by 8. At some point in time, all node will terminate at t n by n. Yes or no? All node will terminate at t n by n, and in all node, if you do c amount of work, this all node will terminate at t n by n. At some point of course this will reach this will after certain level this will reach t n by n. Now we know that at this level how much work is done. At this level only c amount of work is done. So at this level c amount of work is done. Now at this level at this level how much work is done. C plus c 2c amount of work done. Similarly at this level if you notice how total amount of work done is 4c. And similarly at this level total amount of work done is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8c. So can you say total amount of work done at this level? Is there any correlation? If the input size is n by 2, so at this level total amount of work done is 2c. Input size is n by 4, total amount of work done is 4c. Input size is n by 8, total amount of work done is 8c. So if input size is n by n, so total amount of work done is nc. So now this is the case. So now total amount of work done, total time taken sorry is, you please add all this, so this will be c plus 2c plus 4c plus 8c plus till nc. And if we take c common from all this, this will be 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 and plus n. This is plus actually, this is n. Now sorry. Now can we write this one as 2 to the power 0 plus this 2 as 2 to the power 1 plus this 4 as 2 to the power 2 plus this 8 as 2 to the power 3 plus so on we don't know in how many steps we will reach n. So let us assume n is equal to 2 to the power k, means in k steps we will reach n, so 2 to the power k. So let us assume this one. Now this will c constant, and this is sum of gp. Sum of gp is what is the formula? A into a, where is the first term, r is the common ratio, r to the power n minus 1, where r is the common ratio, n is the total number of terms divided by r minus 1. So what is the first term? 2 to the power 0. 2 to the power 0 is nothing but 1 into common ratio is 2, and total number of term 0 to k is nothing but k plus 1 term minus 1 and divided by r minus 1 is nothing but simply 2 minus 1. That is c. Moreover this is 2 minus 1 1 and this is also 1. So to c 2 to the power k, and can we write multiply by 2 and minus 1. So this is nothing but some constant c into, and we have already assumed that 2 to the power k is n. So this is n and multiply by 2 minus 1, and we can simplify it, since this is a constant multiplication. So we can neglect it that and moreover this is all a subtraction. So for larger value of n, we also eliminate this term, and again this is so let me change the color. So this is 2n, and again this is some constant multiplication, so this will be order of n. So with the help of recursion tree method, with the help of recursion tree method, the time complexity for this recurrence relation is order of n. I hope you got the point. And actually we will not use very much this one. We will use generally back substitution technique and then master theorem. But for the sake of simplicity, or for sake of knowledge, you please try to solve this recurrence relation. I'm rewriting it. T of n is equal to 2t n by 2 plus n, and for n is greater than 1, and this will be 1 for n is equal to 1, and you please try to solve it, and the time complexity, if you solve it, will be order of n log n base 2. You please try to solve it. Okay, so this is all about recurrence tree method. Now master theorem. We will widely use this master theorem, and master theorem is you can say, yes, master of all the theorem. And moreover there is nothing interesting in master theorem. Is only one thing is that you put the value and you will get the answer. There are certain condition, and depending on the condition you will simply put the value and you will get the answer. And second. Okay, so master theorem say that if any function t of n will be of form, this one will be of form a t n by b plus theta of n to the power k log p n. And first let me clarify that there are various versions of master theorem. This is one such version, and in many textbook there are different version of this master theorem are there, and maybe this will little bit complex one, but this master theorem will solve all of the problem. Is majority of the format problem in this master theorem, it will be solved. So you have to remember it little bit these conditions and its result, but okay, so let's discuss master theorem. If any function t of n in the form of a t n by b plus theta of n to the power k log p to the power n, where a is greater than equal to 1 and b is greater than 1, and this k is greater than 0 and p is some real number. This is the case, and so you have to compute, or you have to relate between a and b to the power k. So if a is greater than b to the power k, then you can simply say that t of n means time complexity of the function is n to the power log a base b. Similarly, if a is equal to b, then you have to decide whether p is greater than -1, p equal to -1, p less than -1. Depending on that, time complexity will be this and this. Similarly, if a is less than b to the power k and p is greater than equal to 0, this time complexity of t of n, and if p is the time complexity of this one. So and moreover, there is a proof for all this, but we don't require all the proof. And this means in higher education, or you can say in masters, or there is a core man, there is a kind of proof is there, but that is not won't required. Okay, so this is the very simplest and easy one. So let's solve some of the problem. Like t of n is, let us suppose 3t n by 2 plus n square, and you have to find time complexity. So what is value of a? Value of a is the coefficient term. So in this case a is 3, and b is 2, and n square. So n square is means value of k is 2, and p there is no log term, so p will be 0. So now you compute or you can compare a and b to the power k. A and b to the power k. So a is actually 3, and b to the power k is 2 to the power 2, so that is 4. So this is 3 greater, sorry, less than 4, so this will be condition number 3 satisfied, 3 less than 4, and value of p is 0. So value of p is 0, so t of n is equal to, so t of n uh, t of n is equal to, so this one, t of n is equal to order of n to the power k log p n. So this will be order of n to the power k. N to the power k is 2, so 2, and log 0 n, so that is order of n square. Straightforward and easy. Put the value, get the answer. Simplest one. Similarly, try to solve same thing. This is the Tn, and a value of a is 4, value of b is 2, and value of k is 2, and p is 0, and depending on the condition you will get the answer. Sorry. And similarly you try to solve this one, and yes, this is the important one. T of n is 2 to the power n plus n by 2 plus n to the power n, and in this one a is equal to 2 to the power n. So this is not in the, and moreover we have discussed as a is in this one a is a constant term, yes or no, constant greater than 1. So but here a is not a constant, so this equation or this reconciliation is not suitable for this master theorem, or this is not in the format of master theorem, so we cannot apply master theorem in this reconciliation. Similarly you can solve it, that you can solve this one, you can solve this one, you can solve this, you can solve, you please do solve all this one. And moreover, let us like this one, in this case value of a is 0.5, but we have in a standard master theorem value of a should be greater than equal to 1. So again this is not suitable for master theorem, so we cannot apply it. And again in this equation in this one we have minus, but in a standard master theorem there is a plus, so we cannot apply this master theorem. So similarly, you please try to solve all these question. You please try to solve all these question so that you will get more and more practice. So this is all about master theorem, and so so let me summarize all this. Let me summarize all this. Any algorithm, any algorithm can be of two type. Can be of two type. One is iterative, and second one is recursive. Recursive. And we can why we are discussing all this time complexity is because क्योंकि हमें ये पता करना है कि कोई भी एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए बहुत सारे टेक्निक हो सकते हैं। जैसे कि कोई एक सॉर्टिंग एक प्रॉब्लम है, उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए बबल सॉर्ट है, मर्ज सॉर्ट है, इंसर्शन सॉर्ट है, किक सॉर्ट है। तो इतने सारे टेक्निक में से विच वन इज मोर सुटेबल फॉर अस, सबसे मतलब हमारे लिए कौन सुटेबल टेक्निक है, तो वो हम कैसे डिसाइड कर सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ एल्गोरिथम, डिपेंडिंग ऑन टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी and a space complexity. Those algorithm which will take less time and less space, that is more suitable for us. हम उसे अपने प्रोग्राम में implement करेंगे. So any algorithm can be of two type, iterative as and recursive algorithm. And moreover, iterative algorithm having simply while loop, do while loop, for loop, and recursive algorithm having recursion, a function calling to itself. So how to solve time complexity of this iterative algorithm is we have simply counted the how many times a loop will executed, yes or no. So and that many times because the majority of the time the compiler will spend major of the time in finding the loops only. So this is how we can solve the time complexity of this iterative program. And how to solve a space complexity is we will discuss in next video of this iterative program. And how to solve again for recursive program also, how to solve time complexity is we have again three techniques. One is the back substitution technique, and second one is recursion tree technique, and third one is master theorem. And a space complexity, how to find a space complexity of this recursive program, we will discuss in next class. Unless and until you will familiar with all these concepts, time complexity of recursive, space complexity of time complexity of iterative and recursive. Similarly, for recursive program, you have to find the time complexity with the help of any method. Either frequently we will use back substitution or a master theorem. And तभी तो हमने टाइम और स्पेस निकालना आएगा। कोई भी एल्गोरिथम को हम क्या करेंगे, रिकर्सिव प्रोग्राम या इटरेटिव प्रोग्राम में लिख सकते हैं और उसका फिर हम टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी निकालेंगे और स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी भी निकालेंगे। तभी तो हम वो पता कर पाएंगे ना कि ये प्रोग्राम इतना टाइम ले रहा है, ये मर्ज सॉर्ट ले रहा है, लेट अस सपोज ऑर्डर ऑफ n, एंड सॉरी बबल सॉर्ट ले रहा है ऑर्डर ऑफ n, एंड मर्ज सॉर्ट नो लेट मी टेक इट करेक्टली, like bubble sort is taking order of n square, and this merge sort this bubble sort is taking order of n square, or merge sort is taking order of n log n. So हम कैसे एनालिसिस कर पाएंगे कि बबल सॉर्ट हमारे लिए अच्छा है, मर्ज सॉर्ट अच्छा है, क्यों? तो ये हम कंपैरिजन का भी बताएंगे कि n स्क्वायर एंड n log n में कौन बड़ा है, बट यू कैन सिंपली एज्यूम इट दैट, और सिंपली यू कैन कंसीडर दैट बबल सॉर्ट इज टेकिंग n स्क्वायर and merge sort is taking n log n. So obviously you can write this n square as n into n, and this is n log n. So of course, if you cancel this common term, and so this will be n and this is log n. So this is greater, this n square is greater. अभी ये समझ में नहीं आया है, कोई बात नहीं है, हम अभी डिस्कस करेंगे कंपैरिजन करने के लिए कि वी हैव टू एल्गोरिथम, हाउ टू कंपेयर इट. So this is taking larger amount of time and this will take a smaller amount of time. Means if we implement merge sort, we will get result quickly, or you can say that if you implement bubble sort, so you will get result after 5 seconds or 10 seconds. But if you get merge sort, implement merge sort in a program, you will get result in fraction of second. So this is all about today class. In next class, we will discuss how to find a space complexity of this iterative program and how to find a space complexity of this recursive program. Okay, thank you.